Hello everyone, I'm John Burkhead. I'm representing the Dreamcloud lab. Here I'm just going to talk to you about my preseason prediction for the NBA season. Just going to give you my top 8 from both sides, see who's going to make the playoffs. So let's jump right into it. From the West, I'm going to start off with my 8th seed. I think it's going to be the Portland Trail Blazers. Damian Lillard is an absolute stud. I'm a true believer. He can do almost anything on the court. And in a league where point guards are being the most dominant players now, everything runs through them. You know, they initiate the offense and do what they do. It's going to be a big deal for teams to have a good point guard, and I feel that he's a point guard of the future. He can shoot, pass, do it all. So that's why I have true believer in Damian. And going from there, the 7th seed, I do have the Dallas Mavericks making it. They totally revamped their whole team, had a lot of free agent signings. Basically made their style more offensive minded. They still have Dirk, key player. Calderon is going to move the ball around. Very good shooter. Do not foul this guy. Never miss from free throw line. Monte Ellis is going to flourish in the offense, and I see them doing very well. They'll definitely be the 7th seed in my opinion. And going on from that, a little magic from last season, the Golden State Warriors as a 6th seed. Steph Curry proved that he is an all-star. David Lee's still there. Bogut, very solid starting lineup. Iguodala is going to help him defensively and offensively move the ball. Overall, a good team, but I have him at the 6th seed because I do have Memphis 5th. Very good defensively. Defensive player of the year in Gasol. Randolph. Mike Conley's emerging. Can play defense, can shoot. Just going to lock people down, so I do have him ahead of Golden State. From there, the 4th seed in the West, I do have the Houston Rockets. Huge James Harden fan. Liked him since he was in Artesia High School. Pac-12 Player of the Year in Arizona State. Should never have left the Thunder. But anyways, he's in Houston now. Dwight Howard's going to help, but they're just going to win games. They have so much offensive power that they'll be a higher seed in the West. From there, I got San Antonio 3rd. They're a system-type team. But Greg Popovich always just inserts his kind of people to do little things here and there. Marco Belinelli is going to help him take the role of Gary Neal, but he'll probably get more PT because he's a better playmaker and taller. And you still have Parker and Duncan, who he's going to lean on. Yeah, he's going to rest them, but they're just going to win a lot of games. They know how to play, and they play together forever. At the 2 seed, I do have the Oklahoma City Thunder. I do think Kevin Durant is the 2nd best player in the league. He's going to lead them to a lot of wins. Westbrook's out. That won't stop them from winning. They still have defense, and no one can really guard Kevin Durant. So I have them top. Definitely going to win their division. But they'll be number 2 in the West. Number 1, I do have the Clippers. Probably the best point guard in the league right now. One of the best coaches. Shooting, depth, defense. They're going to score a lot of points. They're going to be number 1 in the West. When it comes to regular season, if you score a lot of points, you'll probably win more games. They're going to beat all the below 500 teams. They'll probably win their division. They're going to have great matchups against anyone in the West that's in the higher seeds. Chris Paul's a huge competitor. Shout out to Natalie. And so we'll move on from there. A team to watch in the West, though, that I'm kind of interested in is the New Orleans Pelicans. I don't have them making the playoffs because I don't know how good they'll mesh with their guards. Holiday, Gordon, and Tyreek Evans, they're all ball dominant. I think a lot of people have questions about that. And if it were me, they've been starting Greg Sisma at center this preseason. I personally go small with Anthony Davis at center and Ryan Anderson for shooting. I think it spread the floor better and kind of give the guards lanes to penetrate and do their thing. So they're just a team to watch, interesting team. I think they're going to put up a lot of points. I think they'll do well, but we'll see if they make the playoffs or not. I don't have them in my top 8. Moving on to the East, I do have Toronto as the 8th seed. I think Rudy Gay is going to be more efficient. They have a very good starting lineup. Valanciunas is a good center, bruiser, going to do his thing. Kyle Lowry can move the ball. Terrence Ross coming off the bench. So they have a 6-man, they have depth. All they're missing is their 3-point shooting, which I think that they'll correct this season. I do have them at 8. 7th, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. As long as Kyrie stays healthy, they're going to be there. They have size. Bennett is a beast in my opinion. Definitely deserves to be a number 1 overall pick. Varejão's coming back healthy. They do have shooting. Bynum's going to help. Just a stacked team overall. At 6, I do have the Detroit Pistons. totally revamped the roster. They have 3 athletic forwards: Monroe, Smith, Drummond, Brandon Jennings running point, Billups for leadership. They're gonna be top in the East. If I do, I'm at 6. At 5, I have the Knicks. Carmelo's still there. They have a lot of questions about him in the offseason, but he's saying, look, let's wait till the offseason. So I think he's gonna do his thing. They still have Felton running point. They're gonna put up numbers. J.R. Smith will probably be starting, so they have shooting. We'll see how Amari is. I do think he'll be traded before the deadline. That's neither here nor there. They're gonna make the playoffs. And at 4, I have the Brooklyn Nets. So when it comes to the playoffs, it's gonna be the battle for New York, because it's gonna be Brooklyn against New York. So I think that's what's gonna happen. Overall stacked team, starting lineup, as long as Deron comes back healthy. Shooting, size, they're gonna be there. At 3, I have the Chicago Bulls. Derrick Rose is the guy. Everyone is gonna question his return. They're gonna, dissect every little thing he does. He's gonna prove to people why he was the youngest MVP. He can shoot from anywhere. I think a lot of people forgot how good he was from three-point land. But they're gonna win games. Their defense is there. Everyone on the team just works hard. Great coach. I see him as the 3rd overall seed in the East. The Pacers I have at number 2 in the East. In my opinion, the best overall team. They are good in every position from their starting lineup, and they'll probably have Granger coming off the bench just to keep the chemistry that they had last season. So they're going to be good defensively, a weapon off the bench. Just a really, really good team. Probably the best big man, in my opinion, Roy Hibbert. Size, defense, decent shot. You can't really foul him, but you can. It's weird. But I think he's going to be the best big man. Obviously number 1. Number 1 overall team in the East. Probably number 1 overall team in the league is the Heat. Until LeBron's beaten, he's always going to be number 1. I'm not a fan of his, but you got to respect his game. He's the best player. He's a freak. But I do have a team to watch in the East. The Celtics, I don't think they'll be as bad as people think. Rondo, may be slowed down by his injury, but overall they have solid players. Jeff Green, I think, is good. They have defense with Bradley Avery, and so I think they're a good team to watch. A lot of people writing them off because they traded everyone, but they're younger, they're athletic, so we'll see. And thanks for tuning in to the Dreamcloud project. I'm John Burkhead. Please follow me at DC Bucket on Instagram. We'll see you next time. My bad.
Dang, fool.
Oh shit!
For beginning of season.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
You can't write that shit. You can't write that shit, man.
Dude.
Oh, you're a fucking
They got
idiot.
it, hit it. My bad on forgetting.
That's
Oh, no.